I'm Haley. Collaboration is an essential part of the TOP process. Once you have identified a clear and compelling problem statement, it's time to recruit technologists, universities, data and policy experts, community leaders, and advocates to participate in the sprint. The recruitment process will take between 4 to 8 weeks. Before you start your outreach, you will need to select the start and end dates for your sprint and create a detailed sprint timeline, including the number and frequency of milestones. This will help your potential sprint participants to assess their availability. On the toolkit page, under Phase 1, Step 2, we included a customizable sprint timeline template to your to-do list. You can download and use it to create your own timeline. This template will help you break down each milestone and corresponding activity by week. Next, it is very important that the facilitation team becomes familiar with all the roles they will need to recruit for. Make sure that all the members review the resources available on this page about sprint roles. In a typical TOP sprint, for each problem statement, you should aim to identify 3 to 4 tech teams, at least 2 to 3 user advocates, and if possible, 1 data steward for every data set. Tech teams are the companies, universities, nonprofits, and students who build digital products in the sprints. They design, develop, and launch the products they build, and typically own and maintain the products after the sprints. Teams may also develop non-digital products, such as toolkits, policy interventions, and more. User advocates are individuals who have experience with issues directly related to the challenges and who work closely with end users. Even better, they can be individuals who have experienced the problems directly. Community leaders, local or national advocates, service providers, and people with direct lived experience make great user advocates. Data stewards are integral to ensuring the right federal, state, or local open data is used. They also help answer technical questions from participants. As part of their role, data stewards will answer questions from 3 to 4 technology teams about a federal data set as they arise. They will also connect with product teams to ensure the use of data in their solutions. They are expected to join 2 to 3 remote sessions over a 12 to 16-week sprint period to provide feedback to the teams. Another role that you may consider including in your sprint is the product advisor. Generally, these are experts from outside government who can offer tech teams product strategy advice. Your team will also include your team, the sprint leaders, who will lead milestone calls as well as be available to address operational questions and connect participants to one another throughout the sprint. Now, it's time to develop and implement your recruitment plan for these roles. So let's go over the next items on your to-do list. Start by customizing the templates available to develop outreach emails and materials to recruit tech teams and user advocates. Your next task is to develop a list of potential participants. Please review this document to learn our tips for identifying potential sprint participants. It may be a good idea to engage your agency's outreach and partnerships teams to leverage existing networks and relationships. You can now start reaching out to potential participants by email. Consider reaching out with an overview first, and then follow up with details including the tech teams or user advocate outreach documents, problem statements, and a timeline after receiving initial interest. At this point, you will start receiving responses from interested parties. You can follow up by sharing further information through individual meetings or by organizing a webinar to share information with many stakeholders at once. Also, don't forget to connect with the team that you've assembled to be sprint leaders to ensure they understand their roles and responsibilities. Once you have completed the recruitment for all roles in your sprint, it's time to get ready for the sprint kickoff. Watch the next videos to learn about the tasks that you will need to complete in preparation.